season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
His first carry. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, this defense for the Bears, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There is, and for guys on defense, they've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Mike Pennell with the tackle.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now they'll throw with Allen. His throw incomplete.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus, one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Graham has puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
It's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage. And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second down and 4.
This is Hines. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. They run again with Hines. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hines, it's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now Allen. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Operating from the 27 now. Here's second and 3.
Play action. It's Fields.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They run again on first down. Cook.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
On play action, Allen.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
40 yards on the ground for him so far.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On second down, Cook. Running right through him. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A 3-yard pickup on second and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. Third and a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Bills are going to have it first and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Option play. Here's Cook.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Again, it's Cook. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Complete to... The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On play action, Allen on the move to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
To throw, it's Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
To throw is Fields.
Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Gregory Rousseau.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's now 3rd down.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Third and 2, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he will have the Bears first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not at all. He came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
To the air again, Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, down at the 31.
Fields now to throw.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Gregory Rousseau able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
To try again after the sack.
Fields.
Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown Bears.
Velus Jones
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Allen off the play fake. Rolling to his left. Going deep for Diggs.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
On 1st down, it's Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, the middle linebacker to 4-3. So often the captain of the defense gets them all lined up, and the captain made a great read there to snuff that play out.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It was Jalen Smith who worked through to make that stop.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen out to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Cook following the penalty. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Up the middle they go. It's Hines, and he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. A toss running left. Cook. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10.
Goes out of bounds, so he couldn't take it the distance, but all the way inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Fields. This will be caught just inside the 10. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. Santos' kick is up and through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that with the pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete.
Touchdown! Chase Claypool, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score.
He's got a man, complete. Stephon Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Fields' throw there hauled in by Claypool.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On first down, Fields locates Mooney on the out route.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Here's Fields. Throws the out route and finds Claypool.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Fields throwing again. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him. There. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
His throw caught at about the 5. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now here's Fields on the sneak.
Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Now Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber,
and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Darnell Mooney,
43 yards.
And the Bears tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. As time has